Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hello, I'm back. I say I'm back. It's been like a month. It's been really busy. Yeah, so lots of updates. Obviously, I only just started the channel, and then basically a very busy month, and so haven't had a chance to record much life updates, if you will. We acquired my childhood cat, who is adorable. He's 18 and a half, so despite his young looking face, he's actually quite old. Another life update is that I've been insanely busy with work, partly because I'm an idiot, and I take on a lot of extra projects because I'm really bad at saying no, and also partly because, well, in a similar vein, they asked me to work extra shifts, and I'm really bad at saying no. So I ended up doing that, which is good from money and experience point of view, but not so good from a time point of view. But we move. I've actually managed to see some of my friends who I haven't seen for a while, which has been really nice. Fleeting visits, but visits nonetheless, so that's been really lovely. And then finally, the other reason I've really struggled to sit down and make these videos is because, frustratingly, after making the first video, I entered a book slump. Yay! I'm currently reading The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, and I love this book. The Well of Ascension, it is so good, but when you're really busy and you're really tired, is it hard to read high fantasy? Yes, it is. So I really struggled to pick the book up, and I don't want to not read it, and I don't want to DNF it because I'm really enjoying the book when I get a chance to read it. However, it has meant I've barely done any physical reading in the last month. I have done a lot of audiobook listening, so that's good, and so I can give a few updates on that. So yeah, that is where we're at. So this can be like an unboxing bookish video, in terms of going haul, that's what it's called, haul, unboxing, a bookshelf reorganization, and sort of going to the bookshops. We'll have another video of a sort of I don't want to call it a June reset because we're now like halfway through June, but I will just go over like the books that I read in May, and yeah, where I'm at now, and just do a bit of reading. Okay, so fun things to do. We can do a bit of an unboxing. So I've done some bookish things. I actually had I dropped one of my friends off that came last weekend back home because it was relatively close to 66 books, and if you're not from the UK, or if you don't know what 66 books is, it's this warehouse that opens like one weekend a month, and basically there's 70% off books. I've never been before, but was really excited to go, so I went, and I'll show you some sort of b-roll from that, and then I can show you the books that I got. I've got to say, I went on my own because I wanted to be able to like browse at my own like will. Like, I found it quite difficult to find what kind of things I wanted, and I mean, they say that like there's no order to the books and stuff like that, but I had seen like some books that people had picked up from there, and so I guess I just, I had a few things in mind I was hoping to get, but actually struggled to find. I couldn't really find like a fantasy section per se, but I feel like when you spend, I was there for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I feel like when you spend that long just sort of looking up and down shelves constantly, because anything could be anywhere, you probably actually stop looking. So I don't know. So yeah, so I found that quite difficult. I also had planned to get some romance books. So I don't usually read romance, not really. I enjoy it in fantasy. But my thinking was, oh, if I can get a few romance books or like some very light fantasy, then that might help with the book slump. If I could just pick up something completely different, something that doesn't require a lot of attention to read it. That was my thinking. Alas, I couldn't really find anything. The problem is I had maybe authors in mind that maybe 66 books don't stock, or I went on a Sunday afternoon, so perhaps things had already been picked up. But without further ado, let me show you what we got. Set of books that I picked up. Who knows if they're any good? Are these books. So it's a trilogy, I think, called Mead Mishaps. I mean, I've never seen these or anything like that, but the titles just crack me up. So I got them. So the first book in the series is called That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. So it sounded quite funny. In hindsight, I realise it's probably in first person, which is something I have recently come to realise I do not necessarily enjoy, but that's fine. So then the second one is called The Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf. But here it says, winner of the Black Book Award for Best Paranormal Romance 2022. So, you know, maybe it's a fantastic book that I've got here. And then the last one I got was The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. So, yeah, to be honest, they sound funny and that's why I picked them up. I have watched Shadow and Bone, but I have not read Shadow and Bone or Six of Crows. Despite really wanting to, I see a mixture of sort of reviews about them. And I do really want to read them. And actually it was something I was really hoping I would find at 66 Books. I didn't find it, but I did find Demon in the Wood, which is the Grishaverse graphic novel. It's like a prequel to Shadow and Bone. The stunning is cover. Wow. The cover is stunning. And so who could even say no to that? I haven't actually looked underneath. Ooh, very nice. Silver foiling. We love to see it. So yeah, I mean, who's saying no to this? Not me, certainly. So I did pick that up. Another thing I haven't read, which I feel like I should have read, is the Heartstopper books. And again, I found these at 66 Books. So I picked up the first book. I actually picked up the two other books. I know there's 5 total. But they didn't have all 5. They did have 2 and 3 in these really nice hardback volumes, but annoyingly they didn't have number 1 in this volume. My plan of action is potentially try and find the rest in the series that look like this. I actually hate having books that don't look the same if they're in the series, but I needed the first one to be able to read these 2, and so my plan is to just try and find the rest from the Gone series by Michael Grant. I picked up Lies and Light. Now this is really random, but basically Sullivan, quite a number of years ago, my mum bought me these books, and she bought me, I don't know if you can see, but she bought me Gone and Hunger and Play. That's the first, second and fourth book. Lies is the third book. Sit down, please. Sit. Good boy. These ones have sprayed edges, and these obviously do not. But, you know, I just wanted to complete the series, so I picked those up. Similar vein, I picked up Catching Fire because when I moved house, I don't know where my Hunger Games books have gone. I've got the first Hunger Games, and then I've got Songbirds and Snakes because I've read it more recently. I saw that, so I just picked it up. Ooh, bollocks. No! God damn it. Picked up Eleanor and Park. So it's a book I've seen a million times. It's a book I've actually quite often looked at in bookshops and then just not picked up. No reason whatsoever other than I've just been like, nah. So I thought, you know, I've seen it so many times. I've considered reading it so many times. I should just pick it up and read it. So I guess this is a romance. Then I also picked up 19 Love Songs, which must be a romance, by David Leviathan. I mostly picked this up because I have actually got quite a few David Leviathan books, which I read in my John Green era. I was really into John Green. I really like John Green even now. I know that's probably cliche and rubbish, but I do. David Leviathan, why can't I say his name today? Wrote Will Grayson with John Green, which then led me to read some of his other books, which I did enjoy at the time. So I thought, oh wow, that sounds good. And it's a romance, I guess. I bought this book, The Mammoth Book of Cthulhu. I'm a nerd and I really like to play board games, and Cthulhu features in a lot of our board games. This is a Lovecraft fiction. So Lovecraft writes like horror and supernatural fiction, I think. I don't usually like horror. Partly bought this with my partner in mind because he, I think, will enjoy this as well. I bought him some other books as well, but I won't bother showing you them. I think this is a collection of short stories, an anthology, if you will. The writing in this is tiny. Look at the font, it's so small. It caught my eye and I bought it. Then I bought this collection of Winnie the Pooh books. Basically, I couldn't resist. Love Winnie the Pooh. Who doesn't love Winnie the Pooh? Big fan. Just too cute. I just couldn't say no. So she bought that as well. I bought these two beautiful classics of Little Women and, oh no, this one's Little Women. Little Women and Wuthering Heights. Look how pretty. They're so pretty. Like, how can you, on the back, so gorgeous. A lot of them annoyingly are marked. These have a couple of marks on them, which I didn't realise. Oh, and they've got some illustrations. Oh. Anyway, I haven't really read any classics, but I'm here for it and I would like to read them, and these are too pretty to not. So yeah, that's what I got from 66 books. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. It's probably something I wouldn't do loads, maybe because I'm an anxious bean and it was a lot. I would definitely only go at a quiet time. It's not something I would want to do when it's busy. It's not something I would even entertain doing when it's busy. I also have one of my subscription boxes. I'm awaiting a lot of subscription boxes. Not a lot, but like basically Illumicrate's May box. They had to change it last minute or something. I'm not really sure, but basically it didn't get shipped. So I'm still waiting for May's Illumicrate box, despite it being mid-June now. So then we have a Butterfly Book Club. That didn't sound good. So let's see what's in here. I've actually been really bad, again, because of my stupid book slump. I haven't even read the Butterfly book from this month. And I still haven't read either of my Illumicrate books that I've got. Okay. The Butterfly Book Club book this month is Mate Me, which sounds a lot more smutty than I would expect from a fantasy book. They wanted to call me a king of monsters. Fine, then that is what I would become. Ooh. Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit schmuddy. Oh wow, look at that artwork. Stunning. Nothing good happens on a full moon. You know where that's going? Straight in the bookmark thing. What have we got in here? Ooh, look at this little bag. It's got that illustration on it. And then let's see what's inside. Just claim me as yours. wooden bookmark. I don't know if I would ever use a wooden bookmark. I feel like it's quite thick. I feel like that's just gonna ruin my book. Maybe I'm being dramatic. What else is in here? Ooh. Oh wow. A little spoon. Ooh. A wee spoon. I wonder if it says anything like, do not actually use the spoon. Oh. Please note, your spoon is for display purposes only. I knew it would be. Well, I like this little bag. It's cute. Sorry, got a phone call. I realised after that phone call, I had a quick look at the videos and I realised that I've cut half my head off for most of the intro. Can I be bothered to re-record it? Ugh. No, I cannot. So, sorry about that. The book from the Butterfly Book Club is Mate Me. I've switched the cover around. It didn't come in that cover. It came in. Oh, Sully. In this cover. Double covers. Double covers. Here it is anyway. And underneath the cover, that picture again. Sullivan. So yeah, that is that. Okay. Let's organise the bookshelf. These don't fit. Can you imagine if I actually put that on? I realise that this is all well and good until in like a week or less or whatever, by the end of the month, I will have 3 new hardbacks that I wish to display. So what this is telling me is we need a new home for a series of unfortunate events, which I should be able to do. I just need to think. I need to think about it. Maybe I could. They annoyingly, so at my other little shelf, it would be ideal place to put them. But they don't fit. They look like they're going to fit 'cause they're quite a small book, but they don't. So, yes, that's the next challenge, is to try and work out where to put these. And I don't know the answer to that. So, you know, maybe in the next video you'll return and I'll have actually found a place for everything to go. But until then, thank you kindly for watching. And I'll see you in the next one, which will be I'm going to call it a June reset, but I mean, well, I'm not, but it will be an actual like reading vlog, what I've been reading recently, etc. So yeah, catch you next time. Bye.